Welcome everybody, live at SPS at the Red Couch this Tuesday morning. My name is Michael Brunn. I'm the editor-in-chief of the E&E magazine published by Publish Industry. And during this whole trade show, we're going to have a lot of interviews with important people from the industry, and we are talking about interesting topics that are moving the industry. And you can watch us live here or watch the videos later on at YouTube or at Facebook. And right now, I would like to welcome Mr. Guus Boekhoudt. Is that right?
Boekhoudt.
Boekhoudt. Sorry about that.
That's okay.
He's Vice President, TE Connectivity, and General Manager MIFA, which is Machinery, Equipment, and Factory Automation.
Yeah, which is basically part of our industrial division.
Okay. And we will talk about TE's Field Engineer Model and the advantages of customer-oriented consulting. Welcome, Mr. Boekhoudt.
Thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. So, you're talking about customer benefit. Is a good product not enough benefit for your customer?
It's all a matter of what the definition of a good product is. I think at the end of the day, a customer is looking for solutions. And I think what we're trying to do with a field engineering model is really driving solutions that are beneficial for our customers.
Mm. So what exactly do you mean when you're talking about customer benefit? What's the benefit? The benefit you have that others don't have?
No, I think if you take a look to what we're trying to drive, this industry is very fragmented, and the industry typically talks about functionalities. But at the end of the day, the customer is looking for a solution for a certain problem. Like, they want to have energy savings, they want to have cost savings, productivity. They want to have a solution for their safety issue. They're looking for reliability. And sometimes, very simply, they're looking for something to consolidate the supply chain. And what we try to do within TE Connectivity is bring it to a higher level by saying, and driving everybody to think in customer benefits. Because a customer benefit should result in a solution with tangible and measurable customer benefits, as we call it. And that's what we're trying to drive within our company. So that's how we move from, features to customer benefit thinking, and that's really what we're trying to achieve. Mm-hmm.
So, and I guess that was mainly the reason why you did install this FE model that we would like to talk about?
Correct. Now, we implemented our field engineering model, I guess, 2 years ago, when we were still running a regional sales/coverage model. And truly the idea was to make the next step in development and innovation with our customers. So we basically split our commercial team in truly account managers and truly what we call field engineers. And with that, the field engineers are really driving what we call good relationship building, and really building the trust within the engineering departments of our customers.
Mm-hmm. So can you maybe give a short explanation how those field engineers are working with your customers? What are they exactly doing?
That's a very good question. I think that comes to the real meat of the matter. So what we're trying to do, our field engineers are actually, you can call them truly customer consultants. They're real industry experts. They understand the industry, they understand the requirements of the industry, but they also really understand the trend where the industry is going. And they are really typically they're part of standard setting committees. So that basically sets them apart from the original sales/technical consultant that we had, or piece that we had in the past. Now, and they are working at the design departments of our customers, building a relationship, building trust, because that's at the end of the day the most important thing. Only then you can start applying the innovation capability that you have. Once we have established that, they're doing what we call voice of customer sessions. So really understand the customer needs. So where is the customer looking for? And they bring that back to the engineering departments that we have around the world. So typically TE has 8,000 engineers around the world. So they bring the voice of the customer back there, and then we can start designing a solution with true customer benefits. So that's typically how it works. Mm-hmm. So you can really see them. The best word, I think, for field engineer is a customer-specific consultant.
Okay, so and where's the main difference between your approach and the approach of your competitors? The way they work?
Good question. As said before, this industry typically talks about components and functionalities. We wanted to get away from that, and we wanted to elevate that level by talking about customer benefits, customer and solution thinking based on the voice of a customer. So the earlier you get involved into the design cycle, really understanding the customer needs, and if you can then connect that to the 8,000 engineers that we have around the world in TE connectivity, I think you end up with a value proposition that is very difficult to beat.
Mm-hmm. And you already said those field engineers are the voices of your customers inside your company. So what can your company learn from this way of working? Do you generate new products out of this, or what else is there in for you?
I think the true learning, I think I answered this in two pages. The true learning is basically the fact that TE Connectivity historically was a very inside-out focused company. Mm-hmm. I think what we're trying to drive in the last 2 years is what we call the extraordinary customer experience, which we actually measure. We measure that with what we call our Net Promoter Score, mm-hmm. where we ask our customers a couple of simple questions and then we track the progress on that. With a new field engineering model and really the switch by truly listening to customer needs and trying to develop customer benefits, I think we're transforming our company from an inside out to a truly outside in company where truly the customer voice really matters. Mm-hmm. And yes, we develop new products. You know, two prime examples are our Motorman connector and our M12 Ethernet 10 gigabyte connector that we recently launched at the show here. So those are two examples, but you know, as said before, we have many new product launches almost every week. So, and they are all being developed out of that concept which we just discussed.
Mm-hmm. So you already have mentioned you have this FE concept for 2 years now. Do you think of expanding this in any way? What are your next steps in this direction?
Yes, the answer is yes. And where? We will definitely expand it because we're very successful with it. And we actually see that in our NPS scores, but also, of course, in the growth that we are going through as a company. Where will we expand it? You know, we're very successful with the model in Europe. We're translating it to, and in Europe and in Japan, we're translating it to emerging economies like India and China, mm-hmm. where the need for innovation and differentiation and customization becomes more important. But we're also translating it to the US, which is a very mature market, where actually innovation is even more important because the market is so competitive. Mm-hmm. So I think that answers the question.
Mm-hmm. Do you think maybe the way you are working with your customers is kind of future of collaboration between manufacturer and customer? Can this be used for other industrial sectors as well?
Actually, other industry sectors are using it already.
Okay.
I'm actually coming out of another industry sector where this was already used for the last 10 to 15 years. And we're trying to basically copy that to our sector. At the end of the day, it's all about, you know, the market is very competitive. And there are new competitors coming on every day. If you create the trust and the partnership with the customer and really open the books and talk about common KPIs, common needs in the market, I fundamentally believe that we will be more successful as a company. We will be more successful as a company, but also our customers will be more successful. And that's, you know, you come back to the customer benefit discussion again, and I think that that's at the end of the day most important thing.
Good way of ending this interview. Ladies and gentlemen, that was the Red Couch Talk with Boekhoudt.
Guus Boekhoudt. That's okay.
I'm trying.
That's a good start. Thank you.
Vice President, General Manager from MEFA from TE Connectivity, and we have talked about the Field-Engineer-Modell, advantages of custom-oriented consulting, live here from SPS.